Welcome one, welcome all. Merry Christmas. This is Mark DeJesus in the house, bringing a Ask Me Anything Q&A, a Christmas celebration. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good day. This is a day for rejoicing, for celebration. Even if within your members you are struggling with that kind of feeling, I am your brother from another mother. Welcome to this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, it's wonderful to have you here. And applause for all of those of you that have joined and have jumped in. It's going to be a special day. And within this, there may be sporadic special guests. So if you tuned in live, my wife should be joining us at some point, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. There may be appearance from my daughter, it may be appearance from my son. And when I walked in here, I did see my dog Levi with a Christmas outfit on. So I don't know what they have cooking over there. This may be a bit of controlled chaos, but this will be an opportunity for us to just share with you. This will be the last live broadcast I'll be doing in 2022. It's been a lot of serious content, helpful content to get us rooted in the love and grace of God, because that's where all our problems and issues lead us back to, helping us to have a new relationship with ourselves, a refreshed relationship with God, learning how to receive nurture and comfort, knowing how to stand strong in the midst of fear, stand strong in the midst of our battles. We're learning and growing and being equipped in that. So today, a bunch of things going on. So I'm going to try to keep it organized in this noggin of mine to help sort it all out. First thing is, we want to talk about your favorite Christmas song. And I have in the poll here 4 selections, and I put, these are my top 4. I didn't put them in any particular order. And I've got a couple stories for some of them too. They all have a significance. But anyways, Oh Holy Night, Mary Did You Know, Silent Night, O Come Emmanuel. Those 4, I was going to make a long list, but YouTube only let me have 4 selections in the poll. So I said, all right, I'll work within the parameters here. So I put my top 4 there. I'm sure there's others, Joy to the World. There could be many others. Feel free to share that if you'd like. But in the poll, I'm just curious. These are all songs I sang on a regular basis in church when I was a worship leader. So between growing up with hymnals, how many of you grew up with hymnals, and spending many, many years leading worship and song within church settings, I have had to learn a lot of lyrics. So my children sometimes look at me when I'm singing the third verse of It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. Or some of the ones that maybe a lot of people don't know. Good Christian men rejoice with heart and soul and voice. Give ye heed to what we say. Jesus Christ is born today. Ox and ass before him bow. And I'm like, why are we saying that word in hymnals? So anyway, welcome. Mary Did You Know has got to be on the level of Goosebumps. Mary Did You Know and Oh Holy Night are up there. What's that lyric in Mary Did You Know where this child you soon deliver will soon deliver you. Boom! This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know? Right? And then Oh Holy Night, of course, right where it goes into fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. And all those who have classical operatic training. Oh, night divine. A cool story about singing. One day I was doing a youth service for the adults in our church. We came up with this idea way back in the 90s before people even started thinking about doing this, where I proposed to the church, the youth run the whole service. And that day we were trying to get a song together, and the band was having trouble getting the song together, and somebody was having trouble singing it. So I said, let me just jump in. And I sang that night in the service, and it was a song. It's in a song that'd be an OCD nightmare song. Remember that Larry Norman song? I wish we'd all been ready. Well, DC Talk covered it, so it was cooler at that time. So I sang that. Well, anyways, long story short, there was a lady in church who said, "You can sing, and I want to give you as a gift singing lessons." And I'd sang in choir, did some solos, stuff like that. So, but I hadn't really used it in church. And little did I know I'd be using it for years and years and years. And I was able to get training from a classically trained teacher. Was at the Hartford Conservatory in Connecticut. And it was really, really good training to help me. But a lot of it was just confidence. But anyways, so from there, God had took my journey. I moved from youth ministry, then worked into music, oversaw the church productions and all that. The church is very, very big into Broadway-style productions, big lighting, staging, curtains, makeup, everything, all that. And I also oversaw the music and stuff. So I had to get very acquainted with Christmas songs, because every year at Christmas time, Christmas was the most exhausting time. Christmas and Easter were times where we're all told to relax, get with family. They were the most stressful times of my life. So the day after Christmas, we would usually have a Christmas Eve service, multiple ones. And by the end of that Christmas day, I had a hard time knowing what day of the week it was, where I was. Like, my brain was fried. So over the years, I've learned to take back days like Christmas and take back some of these moments to pause. And now I actually pause. And I appreciate that. But I remember singing "Oh Holy Night" every time I'd get to that part of the chorus, or that bridge, rather, the fall on your knees. Amazing section. Silent Night's always been a favorite of mine. And when my wife and I, years later, my wife and I got married, we started Turning Hearts, and there was a 5 or 6 year season. We had a small church that we pastored within that. And we would use look it up when you get a chance. David, here's the problem with music. I can't really play it because YouTube sends me a notice. You got to cut it out. It's copyrighted, blah, blah, blah. So you'll just have to hear me talk about it. But there's a David Crowder version of Silent Night. Let me make sure it's still on there. It is awesome. And let me type it in here and see if it's still around. It should be. It's an older one. It was on an album called "Oh for Joy." Yep, it's there. It's this beautiful moment of just melody and guitar singing Silent Night. And then what they do is they slowly bring in the banjo. And it kind of catches you off guard. So we actually used this in church. We just played it. We just played the song. No band, just played it. And people would just love it. We would just sing. You'd feel this Christmassy feeling. But then it would kind of get into a country hoedown. And in true Mark DeJesus style, you think that some of you might feel disruptive. Most of you like the humor, but I know some people could get unnerved by the humor or me joking around or having laughter and stuff like that. And the Norwegian side of me is screaming, "Mark, calm down. But I know the beauty of what celebration looks like. And I would just start having the church like, let's just celebrate. And people would go from somber to expression of dance, Like, wait, I'm not charismatic. I'm not Pentecostal. Why is dancing a Pentecostal thing? That's so weird. Like, how did we get to that point when, go to a Bible-believing church, right? Well, the Bible says dance before the Lord. I don't know. A lot of people don't know where to put that. We don't know where to put that, right? Fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Relax. But anyway, Silent Night, for that reason and many other reasons, has a special place in my heart. So I actually find, even for mental health too, there's so much profound lyrics in the old carols, the hymns, profound. There's a lot of theological beauty written in those. Nowadays, our songs are simpler. They're more choruses we repeat, easier to remember, and able to just kind of relax and just enter into the emotional beauty of the song, right? But both have strengths and weaknesses to them. But take a song that you like in Christmas and go look up all the different versions of it that people present out there, and check them out. O Come, Emmanuel was a song that I love, but I have a memory in my history where I had to do it for a candlelight service. And they wanted, we rented a grand piano, lights, everything, me in a, classy suit kind of thing. And they wanted it sung classically. And for some reason, the upper bosses were wanting me to do it over and over and over and over. I was doing this song for hours until I presented it the way that they wanted it. I may need some trauma healing from that. And ransom captive Israel. It's a beautiful song. So anyways, jump into the poll. We are split across the way. Oh Holy Night is slightly in the lead with Mary Did You Know coming in second, and Silent Night in third, and coming fourth and last. Oh Come, Emmanuel. Go ahead and vote today, the 2022 voting of your favorite carols. So anyways, welcome, Alicia, Lisa. Where there's no way, there's Yahweh. Was great name. Jennifer, hey. Lindsay, Lucas the Prussian, Jennifer Bailey, welcome. You guys are like the top commenters. So I'm in the Christmas mood here. So Jennifer, Lindsay, Lucas, I think you're saying you're having a rough day. Maybe this will bless you today. Jennifer, okay, so Jennifer Bailey, engineer, Professor Jennifer Bailey, and Lucas the Prussian, and Lindsay, the four of you. Send me an email. mark@markdejesus.com. Send me an email, if you could, ASAP as possible. I want to send you these books, okay? Each of you. Lucas the Prussian, be blessed today. Lindsay, be blessed today. I want to send you these. Even if you already have them, I'm going to send you each of them. Just email me your mailing address. I'm not going to do anything with your address except mail it to you. I'll try to get it out to you tomorrow, and then maybe you'll get it sometime next week. You could give it to somebody as a gift, signed by the author himself. Yeah. So, these 5 books: I Will Not Fear, Exposing Rejection Mindset, Heart Healing Journey, God Loves Me to Love Myself, and the hard copy, Experiencing God's Love as Your Father. That is for you all. So send me an email, mark@markdejesus.com, and I'm in the mood to give out. So welcome everyone else. Derek, hopefully you guys have U.S. addresses, by the way. I think you guys are in the United States, because otherwise it gets really expensive outside. So my apologies to those of you outside the country. Kathleen, Jessica Freeman, you too. Jessica, send me your mailing address and email it to me, and I will send you out book package. All right? Be blessed. Welcome, everyone. Some of your names I may not be able to pronounce. Simi, Andonian, J. Carroll, greetings from Turkey. Welcome, everyone. So this is a Ask Me Anything episode, plus we're gonna have visitations today within the broadcast. Ask me anything. I mean, almost anything. I'm not gonna give you my social security number. So go ahead and jump in. If you want to send me a Christmas coffee, go ahead too, and you can do that. If you'd like to show your support for the work, there's I think it's like a little $ kind of thing down there. But you don't have to, but if you feel led to, feel the Christmas spirit. So those of you I said, send me an email, and I will do my best to get that out to you ASAP. P. I got to work on my abbreviations because some of y'all writing abbreviations. I'm like, what does that abbreviation mean today? So, so go ahead and send in your questions. Ask me anything. Can you tell me something more about motives for coming to Christ? Yes, I'll tell you about motives. Stop checking them. Stop checking them. We overcheck motives. Got to make my motives are just right. That's a just right mindset. So, can there be a real conversion when someone comes because of illness or being scared of hell? Yes, we come to God for all kinds of reasons. All kinds of reasons. And it doesn't negate our salvation. We come to Him. Some people come to Him out of panic. Some people come out of, I know many people that they come to Christ because they're afraid of going to hell, and it's based on fear, right? It doesn't negate them coming to Christ, but they have a relearning of who they're dealing with. It's not a God that is seeking to punish them and is angry with them. He's a God of mercy and grace and love, and we're learning to relate to that. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Have you ever been to Norway? No, but I need to. I need to go. I have a whole. I'm half Puerto Rican, and I did that DNA thing, ancestry and all that. My wife and I did that, and it was fascinating. Found out a whole bunch of stuff about my family and history. And my father's side goes back to Puerto Rico. They were not very good at keeping records, so it's very, very difficult to go way, way back. But we could see the ancestry goes back to not only Spain, but also Northern Africa, Morocco, Libya, those areas, stuff like that. So that's where all that lineage goes. Then my mom's side, Norway and also Sweden. And they did a excellent job of keeping a lot of records. So I was able to go pretty far back and even able to see records of certain marital problems, people that went into ministry work. My wife went back and she found she had ancestors who came here on the Mayflower. I was like, look at you, girl, with your powerful genetics. So my mom's always wanted to go to Norway. It'd be great to go. I'd like to visit Europe. I would really like to visit Italy and go back to areas, biblical areas, and be able to tour that. Greece. And my daughter wants to go to Paris. She wants to see France. So someday we'll do that. Poland, for example. What are your impressions of old continent? Meaning like Europe? Is that old continent? I'm very curious. A lot of times when I talk to people from other countries, I like to ask them, what do you think of Americans? Because there's a lot of goofy things that I'm sure they see on the news about us and what they think of us. And I like to ask to learn, to get some input. Sometimes it's like country self-awareness. I don't know that the United States has good self-awareness. We have a lot of problems, and we have a lot of things that are changing rapidly and fast and in some very concerning directions. So pray for the United States, as well as we pray for you and the countries of Europe and even Turkey, who's tuned in. Yeah. So Nehemiah 8:10, the joy of the Lord is our strength. That's right, Jessica. Katie? Oh, Katie, welcome. Mark, could you please share your experience with suicidal self-harm thoughts? How did you handle them in the moment? How did you prepare yourself for future crisis? Yeah, suicidal thoughts, you have to treat them the same way you treat intrusive thoughts in this regard. So no matter what the thought is, there's all these intrusive thoughts that take place, and they have a variety of content. It could be sexual nature, it could be suicidal nature, it could be, as a lot of OCDers struggle with an underlying depression. So in that depression, then there becomes more intrusive thoughts. All of you that have obsessive tendencies, just take a notice at the times that are more difficult. Usually there are times where there's a lower overall sense mood-wise. You seem to be more vulnerable to it. And being gentle and kind. Okay, it's just a thought. I don't have to interrogate it. I don't have to investigate this. I don't have to be afraid of it. And The scripture I would give to you is Psalm 23. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Oh, I went King James on you. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Sorry, that's my King James upbringing. Most of the scriptures I memorized were in King James. But anyways, that's the discipleship place of that is David's giving a picture of something very powerful. It's multifaceted, but he's saying, I'm walking through the valley, that's the low times, of the shadow, which there's the fear, the shadow of something. It's not the something, it's the shadow of it. Of the valley of the shadow of what? Death. Right? That death trying to loom over. I am death. Right? And what's worse, death or the fear of death? Right? And the apostles were like, we face death. It's nothing to be afraid of. So I would advocate the fear of death is actually what the bigger issue is. And so the fear of darkness, the fear of the enemy, the fear of thoughts. So I want to teach you, brothers and sisters, how to no longer be afraid of your thoughts anymore. If you're no longer afraid of the thoughts that come your way, you are now armed up to be able to navigate better, because fear is what gives those thoughts power. So how did I deal with them? Practice. I had to practice not giving a lot of meaning to them. Every thought that you could send me has at some point come my way or will come my way at some point in life. And how do you prepare yourself for future crisis? I don't prepare myself for future crisis. I live in the moment. I live sober to today, because otherwise we get stuck in worry about the future, about the future, about the future. Now, are there general things that I prepare for? I'm trying to save for my children's future. I'm building up a reservoir of a library for my children to learn from that I can hand down to them. I'm preparing. I have a lot of pictures I take of the family. Every year I make a family video. It's a big event in our home. In fact, I'm almost done with it, and I'll probably show it tomorrow night or Saturday. And I put music to it. It's this long ordeal. We love it. It's a great way for us to celebrate. That's a gift I'm giving to my family. So it's more preparing for the future of inheritance is what I'm preparing for. I'm preparing my children I'm teaching them to practice not being afraid. And I'm going to put them on a live broadcast today, and that'll be part of it. So anyways, so glad, Sean, welcome. So glad to join live in my time zone. That's fantastic. Ask me anything, so go ahead. I get superstitious if I don't do the compulsion successfully, like I buy something after not confessing or feeling settled. The item is tainted, will remind me of the infraction in the future. Yeah, you'll have to work through not giving into the compulsion. It takes time for that to die out. Lucas the Prussian, you're all right, brother. You're all right. Be loved today. Be loved today. All the INFJs are finding me. That's a personality. If you don't know what that means, it's a Myers-Briggs personality test. If I'm able, question. Thank you for putting the question marks. You know, that helps me to see. Finding yourself. I'm finding myself at a loss for words. I was really a communication with people. Now I feel under pressure when I talk and try to control my breathing and present myself that I am okay, but it makes me pressured. Yep. It takes practice to relax when we talk to people. Get out of our head and get into conversation and focus on the other person. When we focus on ourselves while we're talking to other people, it's gonna jam the brakes. John, what's going on? Pinchinati. Welcome. Dominic, welcome. Can you have a ROCD about a specific person that's not your partner? Yes. I love the person I'm with, but I'm having confusing, fearful thoughts about a past fling. Like God's telling me to be with her. Okay, God's not telling you to be with her. You just feel emotional stir over the thought. You had a little memory. And it is common that when people think of past relationships, sometimes we tend to glorify them in the beauty that they weren't. But and OCDers have struggles with their emotions. Sometimes they feel certain things and they feel tempted to go chase it. Just let it float through. I had a nice thought about an old fling. It's okay. Pass on through. Life moves on. I'm going to be here in the present. You're married now, so be focused in on loving your wife. So INFP. It's kind of midnight here in Indonesia. Well, welcome. This is great because it's a midnight party for you. A question about Trinidad and Tobago. Mark, did you get a bacon? Whoa, what is this? A bacon shark sandwich? No, I did not. I need to have this thing that you speak of. Is that like shark meat? Is it legal? Anything jerk is wonderful, first of all. I think in Jamaica and Trinidad, they both have, where you just like wandering on the street, walking through some area, and you just got a guy who's just got a grill like out on the street corner, and he's got charcoal, and he's just grilling up jerk chicken or jerk, was it pork? I might have had jerk goat too. Whatever. It's like, this is heavenly. And then they'd have this soda that's it's terrible for you, like 50 grams of sugar in it. Ting, is it Ting? Yeah. It's like a grapefruity kind of soda. And see, now you're tempting me to go back on sugar. Question. It's not OCD related. It probably is. But what scriptural advice would you give to another autism parent who's very weary going into 2023? I'm with you. Lord willing, my son will come in. We'll chat a little bit. With autism, there is a lot of OCD. And my son thinks in a lot of black and white. So it's challenging because when I work with OCDers, I see that black and white so much, meaning they think in extremes. So a lot of what the Bible teaches is relational, and it's a mixture. It's not like it's just as right. There's things that even somebody wrote to me. This morning I saw a question, Mark, you say, God's not performance-based. Well, what about the scripture where God prunes the vines? Isn't he evaluating your performance? And you see that black and white where they don't see the metaphor of what Jesus is saying as he's trimming the aspects of our character. He's not performance evaluating you. He's working through the character areas of our heart. He's working through our fears, the way of our insecurities. He's working through the areas that we please people. He's trimming those areas off and what happens is when he trims the vine, that it seems painful at first, right? As I'm overcoming my fears, it's painful. But the person who wrote to me, they're stuck in the black and white. So going back to your question, it is exhausting. Hello. Hi, babe. I'm talking about an exhausted mother of a child with autism. Oh, yes. Come on in. Ladies and gentlemen, Melissa DeJesus. Do you need to plug in?
Hold on. Oops. Hey, everybody. I'm here.
Oh, your mic's not on. Hold on. Let me get your... Go ahead and just talk into the mic.
Testing, 1, 2, testing.
Hold on. There you go. Now it should work.
Okay, hold on.
All right. Well, I'll chat while you're getting situated.
Go ahead. I'm here.
So,
oh my gosh, that's loud. Woo!
Which one are you on? Is this you here?
Just take it
Oh,
down.
no. Oh, this one's you.
Yeah. Because
How's that? Is that better?
It's loud.
Is that better?
A little bit more? Sorry.
More meaning up or?
Down. It's very loud. I have like ultra sensitive ears. Mark is the other way.
Oh, I think I was changing the wrong one. I think you're on 3.
Yes, thank you. Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Is that better?
Yep. I'm gonna.
Cheddar better. So anyways, I was talking about, what was I talking about? Scriptural advice you'd give to another autism parent. Autism parent who's very weary going into 2023. Yeah, I do have a scripture advice. Jesus, this is why I talk about this so much. In Matthew, where he says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and
Yes.
heavy laden."
Yep. Perfect.
This is my word for you. Wait, where am I? Yeah. Let me highlight this here.
Keep hitting your chair. I'm sorry, everybody. I know I'm being a bit ridiculous right now.
It's all right.
See, I'm stuck right there. Wait, let me turn it.
It's fine because the kids are going to come and go, and you're going to come and go.
I know, you're right. Okay.
It's fine.
I'm sweating.
Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, because I'm gentle and lowly in heart, and you'll find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light. That's where I would exhort you to live in, because you have to have perspective on your journey, because raising a child on the autism spectrum is something a lot of people don't understand. And so there's not a lot of people you explain it to that they get it. They'll give you sometimes cheesy advice, and it's all right. It's all right. When you go through it, you understand. You need a lot of patience with yourself. You're gonna have days where you get upset. You're gonna have days where you're stressed out, where you're burdened. You're gonna have to give yourself.
Yeah. I think too, early on when you and I met, the very simple scripture of be still and know was something that has always been something I've grabbed onto. Mark is a good student. He's very heady sometimes, but yet so heart connected. Me, I'm like simple. I need simple things to just be like, okay, and you help me with that so much. So when we've had to deal with everything that's come along with Max and the journey we've been on, I, as the mom, am in constant adrenal failure and had to work really hard. Can everyone hear me? I feel like can you hear me fine? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can you hear yourself?
Yeah, I feel a little warbly.
Wibble wobble.
Yeah.
Are you a bit wibble wobble?
Like I'm not hearing myself fully. It's weird. That's better. Okay.
I just turned it back to where it was.
Oh my gosh. Maybe it's because then when I plugged in. Seriously, I'm a mess. My body takes the biggest hit because I go in like hyper mode and
Right.
hyper mode, fear. You could be depleted by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, especially because we homeschool.
Yeah.
We've had to learn strategies. Some days are better than others. And that's so anyways, back to the scripture for me is that I feel like I've had to learn how to be still because none of that stuff stops.
Right.
You have days that are better than others, but we've had to learn through each season. Now he's 14 going on 15. And, I remember when he was in preschool and the teacher that he got assigned to was actually an old friend of ours. And she dealt with special ed kids and she was so kind. And I remember her being so positive with us. And she was like, oh, things will change. He'll grow out of a lot of stuff. They tell you that a lot, which some kids do. Mm-hmm. A lot of kids don't. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you have these expectations, and then when they don't happen, you have to deal with a lot of disappointment and what that looks like.
Yep.
Especially as a Christian, because I've talked about this in the past, and this is an upbeat episode, so I don't want to play. So you know what? I won't go deep today.
Go ahead. Go wherever you want to go. Go wherever you want to go.
We have done it all. We've done the mountain moving prayers, laying and sleeping next to his crib, we've done it all. Standing on your head, counting, jumping jacks, every prayer, calisthenic thing, we have done it, right? I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could add more to it.
Right. So anyways, my point is that I've had to really just learn to take my peace and be still. Because no matter what you see in front of you, and because we're Christians and we have hope in who Christ is and his life and healing, and sometimes I think that makes the journey harder, right? I look at parents that go, I've just accepted it is what it is. Mm-hmm. And they make autism part of their family identity, and we have a son, and I don't begrudge any of those people. Mm-hmm. But as believers, we believe in the power of healing, and we believe in all these things, which in a way makes you, what's the word I'm looking for? Not on guard, but like, you're always you can look for change a lot more, right? So
Right.
sometimes I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah.
But so anyways, for me, my advice is, and we've had to go, what can we handle? What can we handle? What does holidays look like for us to be at peace?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Right?
And there's a mixture in healing where we've seen kind of two ditches that people fall into. One is that God gives disease, He gives it to you, He gives you these things, and so that they just kind of in that rut, and we don't find ourselves in that rut. But then there's also people who believe in healing, but yet their approach is very denial. Like they won't acknowledge what's happening. They're just in like, nope, don't claim that, don't say that. So I find that the healthiest place is learning to be in it while still hoping for more. While being in it, you grieve, you sorrow, you work through it. You learn in the doing of what the perspective is.
He says it's so much better than me. So yeah, I don't know. I hope that helps.
I don't want to say that like we know every, there are so many different approaches that we don't want to say that. Like, I don't want to say like I'm an expert and I've, and all the approaches, but we have tried a lot of different approaches in helping. And we found the most helpful one is just being present with him, meeting him where he's at and walking with him and believing for more while loving him through it. Okay, so go ahead and ask your questions. If you want to send some to Miss Melissa, feel free to put big question marks. The chat's getting a little bit thicker now, so we may not be able to catch everything, but we'll do our best. Where was I? Okay, how do we let thoughts pass by with OCD when having urgent pressure feelings? All OCD feelings are pressure. That's what they all do. When it comes to the Lord or salvation, it's very hard not to freak out because of those are the important things. There isn't an OCD thought that does not present itself as important. So just letting you all know that. But we go, but this is salvation. Well, the person with suicide intrusive thoughts could say, or the person with...
Or that thinks they left the stove on is just as important because they go to the house is burning down, the police are coming. So...
Right. I heard a comedian say, it's good to be around an OCDer because the stove's off.
That's true. Right.
Back
in the day, mine was the iron. Do people even iron their clothes anymore? I don't know.
I read a little bit about omega-3 supplementation. It might be helpful. Yes, it can be helpful for depression. There's studies on that, but mainstream medical science doesn't want to acknowledge it for many reasons. But it is helpful. Approximately when will your OCD book be out? At this stage in the journey, possibly February, possibly March. That's what I'm looking at. It depends. Because each stage needs to be completed, and I still have yet to do the audiobook version. So I got to get to that at some point. Will there be a season, Mark, where you will entertain taking a caller to work with one-on-one, as in a call like in a radio show? Yes.
That would be fun. You would do good with that because you're good. Maybe, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, we would love to do an in-person conference. And you know what? Actually, let us know in the chat if that's something you would like.
Would you
because Mark is amazing at that. When we did them when we had our church, they were so great. They were so fun. And you just come alive when you have that live audience there where you can just interact with people and people ask questions. And it would be so great. So let us know if that's something people would even like. Yeah,
I'm in a dynamic where one hand would love to do that. On the other hand, I respect people's privacy. So I try to be honoring to privacy of your journey. So, but I would be open to that. Yeah. Melissa, I relate to you about adrenal fatigue. I've had it for 4 years, coming due to Lyme and mental health. What's been helpful for your journey? Well, you kind of shared that.
Yeah.
What is Melissa's MB?
What was I?
The Myers-Briggs.
What was I again?
I don't remember. We'll have to get back to you on that.
I have like weird. I will tell you, years ago when I worked for Cigna, because when you're from Connecticut, that's what you do. So everybody does that. That's my joke. I like to tell that joke. So they did one of those personality tests, and it was the one where like, what season do you end up in? And everybody had their season. Well, I was in every single one. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I kind of wore it as like a badge of honor that, oh, look at me. And people even then said it too, like I could adapt to any situation and anyone around me. Well, no. It really showed I had no identity. So I would like take on, after years later, I think even you and I getting together, I was like, no, wait, no, that's not good that I'm in all 4 seasons.
Yeah, I kind of challenged you. You took those spiritual gifts tests, and
I did,
and those in
They stress me out. I'm like, how do I answer? I want to answer that. I could like pick all the. Anyway, go ahead. I interrupted.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I'm horrible at those tests because I feel like, wait, what do I think? What do I like? What do I want to pick?
So I challenged what your test came out with because
You did.
the spiritual gifts tests lay out like what your giftings are from prophecy to helps to whatever. And the result of your test was you'd be really good at hosting events and being like hospitality. And I was like, I get that, but I saw so many other things. And that's where sometimes these tests can be limiting because it can box you in. And there is an aspect where Jesus will say, yeah, that's what men say about you, but this is what I say about you. So we do have to create that openness.
That's so good, babe.
And I felt like I just saw more in you. So anyways.
Thanks, boo.
Do you ever get out of black and white thinking? Yeah, but it's not a black and white journey of getting out of black and white. You have to become aware of it. You have to become aware of how you see yourself in constant extremes, intense extremes. So you, the gray is where we live in. The gray is where we live in day to day. We're on a journey. It's a process. Wonderful good things. Yes, evil things. Sin and glory. There's a mixture, and perfectionists, OCDers, many Christians in general think very black and white to an extent that it keeps them from seeing the beauty of the journey. And they think that working through it means you're like compromising sin, or no, it's bringing the love and grace into perspective. So anyways, Jessica, you don't have to worry about an OCD because they've already done it all for you.
Right.
I'm thinking my wallet will magically disappear from my bag. Yeah, I have done my share of wallet checking. Wallet, watch, phone, ring. Wallet, watch, phone, ring.
Oh, see, people want a conference.
The question page has an audio button. Yes. Not as many people use that. They tend to use the writing. So yes, you can send in. That right now is the best format for if they want to do like a one-on-one feedback, is do the audio and share your story or share what you're bringing out, and then I can provide feedback to it. Love in-person conference. Yes, and would be happy
They
to
are
moderate.
so great.
Would like to have an in-person. Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
Because I feel
conference.
like it would be so nice to meet people too. Because we
Right.
see you guys, and
Right.
I don't know. I
Zoom
just
conference. Yeah, that's possible too. Let's see. I lost my place. Okay. Zoom conference, great idea. I read thoughts about ERP. I wonder, do we have to agree with the worst case scenario? You have to understand what agreement is when you're saying agree with the worst case scenario. It's not agreeing that you're saying you believe it. The greatest example of where OCDers get hung up in black and white is when I use the story of being afraid of going to hell, and I say to the thought, you know what? Fine, then I'll worship God in hell. So
That freaks people out.
which if I said that to Max, that's
Oh, right.
he would go, "Why are you worshiping God in hell, Dad?"
Yeah, he's very black and white.
Right. So it's an example of how we're not understanding the relational grace invited in this. Advice on communicating with our 32-year-old estranged son. There was no falling out event. It's more that we failed as parents in his eyes. Well, don't look at it as failure. Look at it as learning. Humble yourself before God, and deal with the issues you recognize were influential without shame, because shame's going to disempower you, and then believe for open doors of healing conversations.
Can I share a story too to that? Is that we know someone that has been followed our ministry, went to our church. She's a wonderful, wonderful woman that we developed a relationship with, and she later in life, was trying to reconcile with her children and make amends. And they were at a place where they had been with her for years of the stuff that hurt them, and they were struggling with relationship with her. And I really admired how she didn't, or rather I should say, how she pursued them. And she began to write them letters just out of loving kindness. Okay, even if they didn't want to receive prayer, she would just say, I just want you to know I'm praying for you today. And hey, I want to just maybe tell you a couple things about myself, or maybe ask how. She would just kept the communication going, and slowly over time, they softened.
Yep.
But she stuck with it. Did she feel discouragement when they didn't respond? But I think that's the thing where you go as parents, we could all go back and do things different, but there's a place when you recognize, and then I think as kids too, even adult children, we're looking for consistency. And I think the thing for me when I've watched my own parents, the one thing I would say to them to this day is, please just stay consistent. If there's a place where you feel bad, consistency and love, but not like badgering person, like, you know.
Right.
Did that make sense?
Yep. We need a dance break. Okay, so what's your favorite? What's your favorite Christmas song? Is it on this list?
Out of those?
No. Is it on this list?
Carol of the Bells. That's my jam. Kim Walker from Jesus Culture, when she does it.
It's beautiful.
Oh, I mean, come on. Her voice. That's my. Honestly, whoever sings it, that's mine. Oh, I was listening quickly while I was getting the kids.
How about
the Crowder?
How about?
Oh, go ahead.
How about?
How about?
How about Mannheim Steamroller?
Yes. Do they still tour? Because I would like to see them.
I talked about David Crowder. I did the whole story.
Yes,
about
I just said, yeah, I heard you say that. That song, come on. And I heard you referencing when we played that in church and how it would just literally turn into a hoedown. Like you would start off, everybody's worshiping, it's beautiful, it's soft, and then he slowly transitions into that banjo. And we just were like dancing before the Lord. It was so beautiful. I miss that. Oh, I could cry.
It's good stuff.
Yep.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Fred Claus.
That is a good movie.
Fred Claus. It's the best movie. It's funny. It's endearing.
That was. I think that's. I think that's
mine.
I think that's mine too. Yep. I think that's mine. What's your biggest blessing out of what's happened through the ministry work this year?
Oh gosh. Okay. I feel like I talked about this maybe on the last live or whatever we did, but I feel like I am so proud of you because I feel like you're really.
Oh, we're gonna have a moment.
We're gonna have a moment. I am so proud of watching the journey of you being comfortable with yourself. When I first met Mark, we were dating, and gosh, back then it's crazy what we even went through. But I haven't had many visions. People have them all the time. I think it's great. I haven't had many, but I had one that I would say was from the Lord. And it had my loving eyes, obviously, for you in the vision. But I felt like the Lord showed me you shedding off the old man. It was very, very, very poignant. Shedding the old man, and as you were walking, you got straighter and more confident in your shoulders back. And I remember telling you about that.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've been 16 years married in August, 17 and a half together, pretty much. I have watched that journey, and I feel like this year, for who you are, the stuff you're putting out, you're writing as a husband and a father, you're watching our moment. That's what I'm most proud of. And when it comes to you and I, when we're doing the show now, because we've talked about it in the past where we kind of were like our personal struggles, where we were like two newscasters, and then you kind of went through like some real OCD stuff with like, oh goodness, because I can say stuff off the cuff and sometimes it doesn't make sense. I'll just say things.
And me
That's
too.
what makes me endearing. No.
And me too.
Where you were worried about those things. Anyways, we've worked through so much of that, and I feel like we're landing in a place of who we are.
Right.
And I still think there's more to come of what it looks like when we
For sure.
do
Oh,
this.
for sure. Yeah.
But I do love how we've gotten comfortable being ourselves.
Yeah.
So
And being yourself is very vulnerable, and it can be at times frightening.
scary.
Yeah. So I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
You go ahead and talk to everybody. I got to refill my coffee. So
Babe.
I'll be back. Have fun.
You should, you know what, too? Why can't I
Go
hear
through the chat.
myself? Wait, why can't I hear myself?
What?
I can't hear myself. Why can't I hear myself? I feel like I'm echoing and hearing myself.
There you go. Sorry.
Hello? Now I can hear myself. I don't know if people couldn't hear me before. Let me go to the chat. Hold on. I couldn't hear myself. Where are we? All right, guys. If you want to ask me something while he's gone, you totally can. Let's see. Yes, consistency. Yes. Let's see, what else? Right, finding a church where you can dance and feel comfortable. Right, we went through that a lot, Lisa, when we had our church, on what that looked like. Because we loved the freedom, but there were people that were coming out of, we really tried hard to let people work through their journey in their own time, right? And so, but we did have different extremes of how people worshiped and what have you, which most churches have. But we really tried to encourage that. And one day, I know Marcus shared this story a long time ago, but Mark was like, okay, we need to break some of this religiousness off people. And we brought a beach ball. We brought a beach ball into church. And we just wanted people to just kind of bounce the beach ball around. Some people, oh my goodness, they could not handle it. It was like we were doing the most sacrilegious. It was actually quite funny, but we had so much fun. And I will tell you that people began to laugh, and the whole thing that, like, yes, pain and hurt and trauma and all that stuff is intense and very serious. And, you know, it's a big part of what we do. But we have another side where, you know, we like to joke, and Mark does the voices, and we like for us to not take ourselves so seriously, because there is a part where that just helps. So yeah, the beach ball was so much fun. It was so much fun. Okay. Let's see. Melissa and Mark, how did you meet? We met at church. Yeah, we did. So Mark was leading worship at the time. And honestly, I saw him and I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. Now, Mark and I are 4 years apart. So I actually got saved in the church where he was at 12 years old, where he was leading worship. That was a church I got saved in, went to youth group, but I did not know him. He was younger than me. So fast forward, I go through all life's heartbreaks, yada, yada, and just so many things in my life. And I really wanted to, actually at some point too, there's so much of my story I want to share that I feel like I'm working through fear of sharing. So at some point we'll do that. However, I feel like that at the time I was ready to rededicate myself to the Lord, and I was church hopping, kind of finding a place to go. And I said, you know what? Let me get back to my roots of where I began as a very broken kid out of a divorced family. And I was so deeply hurting. But at that stage of my life, I was really searching for the next level of healing. I had bounced in and out of counselors and was just constantly self-stabbing and sabotaging of what's wrong with me. I can't figure it out. I would sit with like different versions of the Bible in front of me and try to dissect and look at, you know, the King James, New King, like I would just try to figure out, well, maybe if I could understand this version, I'll figure out what's wrong with me. And it was just a constant self-beating. So I was in that stage of really trying to find some help and wholeness and figure out what that looked like. And I did not think that I was going to meet anybody. I was like, I'm going to be in this for a while and I'm probably not going to meet anybody. And one day, we were going to a retreat that the church put on. And my going to the retreat was a last minute thing of me even going. So Mark didn't know I was going, and I didn't know that Mark was the speaker. I didn't know because somebody at the church invited me and I said, no, I don't want to go. Anyway, long story short, we just connected at the retreat. And from there, it was just amazing. And our first date was like a movie. It was sunset, beach, beautiful. He just was so loving and respectful and kind to me. And I had never had a man treat me the way that he treated me. So we got engaged. Was it 9 months later? Yeah. And then got married that August. And it was awesome and special. So yeah, let's see. Yes, the kids are coming. That's where, so Mark went to go jazz up his tea. I think he's drinking tea this morning, and he is getting our kids. So, yes, you guys can ask them questions. I know it's a little scary to put our kids out. So we've done videos with our kids before. Is Abby coming? Did you get Abby?
Should be here soon.
Okay.
Made a latte.
Okay, cool. Oh, thank you. Somebody said they would love to hear my stories too. Thank you. I would love to do that. I did the beach ball story. Then I shared. Did you hear me talking about how we met?
Hold on. I'm deaf right now. Hold on.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I'm scared sometimes with our kids because we've been protective of them. You know, I see how much people put their kids out there, and there's a part of
oh yeah.
You could, people can be mean, or I don't know.
I was listening to the beach ball story.
Yeah, lovey-doveys.
Well, I went over to the house and Abby had it playing.
Oh, okay.
She's like, Mom's telling the beach ball story. Yeah,
beach ball story.
It was
your dad had a hard time that day.
My dad walked, like, protested and walked out.
He did. He walked out. I didn't want to share that, but yeah, I let you share that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had to have a talk with him the next day. Like, Dad, you can't just protest and walk out of service.
That was very...
He's like, it was sacrilegious.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, it proves my point that everyone is so uptight.
Yeah.
When the fruit of the Spirit is joy. Come on,
right.
where's the joy?
Right.
So then the biggest way that you can make a religious spirit manifest, so to speak, is it gets angry when you demonstrate freedom. You know, when you demonstrate joy, a joyous moment. So it's just, I don't know, Christians, we can get real goofy.
We can.
So, you were talking about our kids?
Yeah. Well, because I said the kids will be, someone asked, are the kids coming in the live? Yes, they are. And I said that I get nervous because we've done videos in the past. And then you feel like, I don't know, it just feels very vulnerable, especially with Max's journey.
Yeah. So
vulnerable because it's just been, it's been a long road.
Abby's like, when can I have an Instagram? I'm like, when you're 100.
Right. It's interesting raising kids during this time, right? It's, Max doesn't care about that stuff, but right. He's our bug kid. He loves
bugs, animals, dinosaurs.
And so you'll see when he comes in, he is almost 15 and he is 6'2" and climbing. So keeping up with, and he's a beanpole. So keeping up with his clothes has been an interesting thing.
Right.
Yeah, because even
did you scroll through this at all? Or?
I mean, not a little. So if you have some questions that you want to.
Okay, we're at consistency. Oh, Holy Night. Oh, Mariah Carey's version, right?
That's good.
I would love to.
On a side note, speaking of Christmas music, we have that satellite radio in the car, and I flicked it on because I'm like, I wanted to find the Christmas songs, And I couldn't find it. I wish there was an easy way to search, like how to find the Christmas songs. It was very difficult because I just need them right now. It doesn't feel like Christmas to me. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I did get a haircut, Lindsay. Thank you. Okay, girl. Thank you.
Lindsay's on point.
You know what? Thank you for noticing. And I parted it. Well, my hairdresser did. She's like, well, let's part your hair on the other side. I said, go for it.
Did you answer Jennifer? Hey,
I love when you say that. It's so funny.
What's it like?
What's it like being married to Mark? I did not, but oh, our little sweet is here. That's her nickname. What's it like being married to Mark? I just have him and I talk about this a lot. I have an absolutely insane amount of respect for Mark. And Levi's here with his Christmas sweater on too.
We are not in control of what is about to happen,
right?
Just so you know.
So yeah, it's about to get chaotic. Mark is really, I was just sharing this with somebody. You know who you are, okay, the other day on the phone. And people have asked me over the years, is that really Mark? It is. This is really him. He is who he is. And you are an amazing man.
Okay,
now,
so let me say this. This is
I don't want people to think you don't have flaws because, like,
this is my answer though.
Okay,
being married to me, you have to be willing to listen to a lot of things. Because I share.
Meaning what? Because you share a lot.
Because I share a lot of things. Things I'm learning, things I'm growing in, things I'm discovering.
You're very chatty.
In that regard. But if it's, and not a lot of other people have similar personalities as me, I appreciate shallow talk, but I have like a
you have a limit.
I have a limit where then like I start.
You become like autistic, like you just kind of zone out. And I can say that because I have a kid with autism, and Max zones out.
Or a little bit
get
Aspergery,
where you're like,
and
it shows. I will say, like in the beginning of our marriage and trying to understand you, I didn't understand that part of you, so it took time for me to figure that out because I kind of came from the like everybody on the block hangs out and everybody's cool, yeah, everybody chats. There was a church world and like who you were in your personality that I didn't understand, and it was like so amazing, and I loved who you were, but I didn't understand it because I was like, hey, just like let's hang out and chat, and you don't really have that brain space.
Yeah, I've had to appreciate that.
Yeah, which you have chocolate on your face.
You know, it's my latte.
Yeah, is that your salt?
I might get latte lip too.
Yeah.
So.
That's my new cup from Kirkland's. That was on sale, and if you shop at Kirkland's, coffee please, they have great sales right now.
It's my keto coffee. If any of you are ketogenic, there is a chocolate salt on the top there. Helps with my electrolytes. I
did keto for almost a year, and then M&M's crept back in, and it was not a good situation. Just saying.
All right, should we let Abby in?
Yeah, let's let Abby in. Okay, thank y'all. Have a good Christmas, and be kind to my baby girl.
I love you.
Amazing. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Abigail DeJesus with a special guest, Levi. You know what? You could bring Levi maybe here, and then bring that chair over.
Yeah. Got this at Tour.
We'll squeeze in here as tight as we can. Yeah, bring that chair over. Bear with us, folks. You know what? Come inside.
Difficulties.
Over here.
Come inside, and then you can pull the chair in. There you go, little sweet. All right.
Yep, you're okay. Oops.
Could you do me a favor, hon? Pull that table back.
Yep.
Over there. I just look at my hand.
Bougie.
Yeah, just to create the space there.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna turn you up. Make sure your volume's okay. Tell me if you can hear. All right. Hello. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Look at Levi.
Meanwhile, he's licking my hand.
His little sweater. He's so cute.
This episode
Levi.
is brought to you. So this is a big part of
He's so cute.
my daughter's world and how she's always dressing him up and putting stuff on him. I was going to show you just before we came on air. There was an ad where it was like an article where somebody took dogs, lined them all up, and put them in the nativity scene.
Dude, that's adorable.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Because I think I took a picture of it.
Look at him. Do you want to go with mommy?
No, Mom, he literally just got here.
He just got.
Look at
Don't steal him.
Cute. He's so cute.
He does look so cute. Okay, well, you can let me know if
Okay.
you need me to come get him.
Yeah. And then if Max is feeling up to it,
I'll send him over.
you know, you
Let
could
me
send him over in like 20 minutes or so.
That's fine. Yep.
We may get chatty over here.
I'm very chatty.
So it's been
It's been like 5 years, 6 years.
yeah.
Right?
I would say
It's been a while.
it's been a while.
How are you?
In fact, I have it documented when you were 7
7. My gosh.
that we had an interview. We're going to get to that in just a second. Me and my daughter had a random interview we did many years ago, and I'll have to show that with you. So,
Wait.
what's your favorite Christmas song?
Okay, my favorite Christmas song is "Oh Holy Night."
Boom.
Just something about the song.
I'm doing a survey. See it?
Oh yeah. Oh, Silent Night is also pretty good. But Oh Holy Night, I don't know if it was Bethel music. That there's just this woman who sings it, and she sings it just so gracefully, and it's just like so amazing.
I love it. I love it. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh gosh, I would have to say Home Alone, or I don't know if it's The Christmas Story or A Christmas Story. I don't know I don't know what it's called, but it has to be between those two. It used to be Elf, but it's so cringy to me. Like some parts, like I used to love it, but now I just can't stand to watch it. It's just sometimes it just gets too cringy for me.
You know, I was almost going to say that when your mom was talking about Christmas movies. My favorite used to be Elf, but the more that we grow, there's parts of Elf where he's acting autistic.
He is. It's like that.
It's like because of our journey with Max, it kind of like the humor kind of loses its effect because we see that a lot in regular life. Okay, what's your favorite thing you love to do?
To do?
What's your favorite activity?
Oh, that's so hard. I don't know.
Okay, before I ask you that, I wanted to ask Max this question too. Explain to me in your version, what is it that Dad does? What does your father do for work?
I say just like you help people like to understand who Jesus and God is. And you help people through their ickies.
Through the ickies.
Through the ickies.
Yeah. The
I think
ickies.
I said that in the old video.
The yuckies.
Yeah.
The yuckies. Can I pull up your old video?
Oh gosh.
Are you going to be embarrassed?
When we go back to me, I'll just be like in the corner, like this.
Well, I think I might. Let's see here.
So will they not hear me while this is playing? Because I'll just like talk through the whole thing just to make like,
So you're going to be on. So
oh my gosh.
So that's what That's what it looks like. That's what they're seeing right now. Okay, so
I look so young. Dude.
So this was my old office in Connecticut. That's where I would do the videos, and on the other side, I used to meet with people in person on the
Right.
couches there. where I would-
Yeah, I remember we would have to like bring you food, but it's so much easier because the house is literally right over there.
Right. Whereas,
you don't have to
there,
drive.
there I had to drive to the office.
Yeah.
I
So it's so much easier, so we can just like
Welcome,
bring.
everyone. I have a super duper special guest with me here on today's episode, Miss Abigail Hope. She wanted to be on today's discussion
I
to
love
talk
that.
about some things that
How
are
many
on her
times
mind.
you have to tell
stuff
me to
that she
talk into
goes
the
through,
mic?
and maybe a little bit of advice that she can give to people. What do you think?
Well, how to help them.
You want to be able to help them. Well, welcome to our show today. Thank you so much for taking the time. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the things that you like to help people with? What would you like to help them with?
I would like to help them with their yuckies and some of the stuff that they have in their brain, or maybe how they feel, or how they feel about the devil getting to their into their brain.
Remember talking to the microphone so everybody can hear you. So you want to talk about like how people feel, stuff they're going through, and how sometimes the devil talks in their brain.
Yes.
So how do you know the devil is talking in your brain?
Well, I hear him saying, "Abby, don't listen to your parents."
Now that is
Watch this right now. I leave the room.
that is the best right there.
Is it?
Abby, don't listen to your parents. That was fantastic.
Dude.
That was so I was cleaning the office and you sat at the table and go, I want to do an interview. And you see that I'm just in with my snow hat and whatever. And I was like, all right. And we sat down, I just hit record, and this is what came out of it.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, buddy.
Does anybody have any questions for Levi?
Anybody have any questions for Abby? Before I go back and play this a little bit more.
What kind of questions would you ask me though?
Wow.
Like-
You feel thoughts that say, don't listen to your parents. And so what do you do when you hear those thoughts?
Well, that was just a question. Like,
I love the comment of
don't listen
you
to your
in the
parents,"
stylish
or he
beanie.
might say, don't play with anyone, or just don't be by yourself.
Wow. So what do you do when you hear those thoughts?
I say, go away. I don't need you.
Wow.
Whoa, she got some
Now,
anger.
what if it's one of those days?
Okay, so
She's like, go.
somebody's got a question for you about the spinners, about spinny thoughts. What advice would you give to spinners, people who spin about subjects?
I spin a lot on because I feel like I deal with anxiety and spinning and stuff.
What do you do with it?
Well, I kind of just like tell myself it's gonna be fine. You don't have to spin about the subject.
Yep.
There's no random reason for you to just keep spinning about it.
Yeah, so you be kind to yourself in it, right? You have kind self-talk. That's good. That's good. What's your favorite subject in school?
Lunch. Maybe math or language arts, because I do have a subject on Bible where I learn about like Bible and stuff. That's also pretty cool. I like them all. Just sometimes history can get boring to me.
And now that I'm older, history is the most fascinating. Like I'll see you studying, and I go, ooh, can I learn something here? And you're like, what's your problem? I'm like, the Revolutionary War.
You can gladly do it for me.
Yeah, when you get older, you appreciate history more. Okay, what's the kryptonite subject in school? Like, what's the subject that every time you start it, you go,
I feel like just like history, it just gets like boring because I have because what my schoolwork does, it's like I have to read through all this and then I just answer like a bunch of questions of it after, and I'm reading through it and I'm like, can we focus on the future? Like, so some like guy founded America.
what's it really like living with your dad?
I mean, I like how he has like, I don't know if this is the right word, spacing between like work and hanging out with me. Because like when he's done with work, I love to just sit with him on the couch and just watch.
Watch our
Anne
favorite.
with an E.
She loves Anne with an E.
Dude, my favorite show. I could watch it over and over again. Favorite.
Yep.
Hands down.
What else? What else is it like?
I just feel like you really help people. You know, I'm very proud of you about how you help people because I feel like
It's so nice.
you've helped a lot of people over the years and you've worked really hard with this.
Do you have like an early memory as a kid of like, this is what my mom and dad do? Like,
Not really. I keep forgetting stuff. I've been forgetting stuff a lot lately. I forgot what I did yesterday because I have to do this like journaling thing in the morning where it's like what you do yesterday, what you learned yesterday, what are you grateful for? And I'm like easy on all of them. The only thing I have to like think about is what I did yesterday. I'm like, what did I do?
isn't that interesting, right? Like we forget it.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just need a moment to kind of go, what was yesterday about? You know? Levi, what do you think of Jesus?
Do you like Jesus? Do you love Jesus?
Do you believe in him? Do you need
Blink twice if you love Jesus. The little sweater is so cute on you. Make sure it's nice and loose on you.
Somebody wrote, wow, Abby has such a great sense of a genuine humor. Dude. She does like the word dude. What's the favorite thing you like to do with your dad? You mentioned watching shows. We get along really well and we we love going for drives, I take you on coffee. Food.
Coffee, food.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm just here to just give you food.
Go get ice cream. Go get fast food. When that's done, I'm like, okay, cool. I feel like I have really bad separation anxiety with my dad because the second he leaves, I'm like, where are you going? Where are you going?
Yeah.
He's like, to do my work. And I'm like, why now? You literally just did a live.
Right. I'm like, I'm going to be right next door.
And he's like, I'm only going to be there for like half an hour.
What, oh, this is for me. Sorry. I was going to ask you, what did,
And with India is great. Yeah.
what do you give your kids? Mark, do you give your kids what your parents lacked? Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be things that I overdid. Sometimes I feel like I overdo it because I'm afraid of the past being repeated. So I have to learn, like, settle down. You're all right. Everybody in our family, somebody says, do you struggle with anxiety? Everybody in our family has their battle with anxiety. So we're all working together on learning to overcome, right?
Yeah.
And here's a question I would like to ask you, and you can go wherever you want with it. Before I get to that.
Can I answer this question for Levi?
Yes.
Yeah, he can do tricks, but he's just kind of like bad at them. Like you have to have a treat with you or else he's like, I must get a reward. So he can do like, give you your paw. I taught him like, it took like 10 minutes where he can like rest. I call it like face and he'll just like rest his head on my arm or on the couch or something. He can lay down. I teach. He knows how to stand for like 5 seconds, and then falls. But we're working on all that because he lately, because we are getting him into training and stuff. We've been doing this for like the past few months. But he like is off a leash now, and it's wonderful because he can just like run around the yard. Because we used to be so worried about like, oh my gosh, is he gonna run to the neighbor's dog? Wait, hold on, wait. Like we were so concerned.
There was a point where we were like, I don't know if this is like, are we going to be able to do this with him? Because he was so nervous. So somebody asked, do you guys have anxiety?
He is like,
He's got a lot of.
we'll come home and he'll be like in the corner. We'll be like, Levi, we're home. It's okay. And then he'll run. And he literally, when I get home, jumps in my arms and I hold him like a baby. It's so weird.
What was the question I was going to ask you? And now it's left me. There was a bunch of. Feel free to put your questions in.
Oh, does my dad eat pizza? No. He does not.
It's tough at times because they have pizza.
I get like Marco's pizza, Mod pizza. I love Marco's. I don't like pizza. I know that's weird. I just don't like it. When I order from Marco's, I get a chicken salad, but I get rid of the like grilled chicken and I get fried chicken nuggets and I cut them up and put them in the salad. I'm picky.
You like you get like a white.
Chicken is the only thing I eat, guys. Just to be clear on camera, chicken is the only thing I eat. Give me steak, nasty. Get that away from me.
That's where you and I part ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I have a
Pinky Patch. I love your comment, by the way. Levi, do you know that you know that you know? That's great. I joke about that a lot. I joke about that a lot.
Do you know? Do you know that you know that you know?
I wonder what you sound like. Tell me what your favorite food is.
Chicken. What kind of chicken? Chicken. Like fried chicken? Or grilled chicken? Or spicy chicken? McDonald's.
the fake stuff.
Okay. Okay. Did you teach Levi any tricks? Does your dad eat pizza?
How is homeschool? Homeschool is good. My mom is such a great teacher. She just makes things like the way she's explained things. Like I feel like she could be a teacher. She's so good at like explaining stuff. I love it.
This is a good question.
A daddy's girl. Yeah.
For sure. Do you have any interest in doing the same work as your dad when you grow up?
Yes. I feel like that's like, it's not like, I wouldn't say it's like my passion, but I will work with you. I want to be like an actor, like a fashion designer when I'm older. Maybe a singer if I develop the talent, but
You got quite a list there.
yeah. But because I do theater, like every Wednesday. I just did my play, and it's like really fun. But I have to like build up confidence because I feel like every time I do theater, I always feel like I just go to the back of the stage when I'm doing dancing and stuff. I'm like hide myself because I feel like I'm not good at dancing. Like I suck at dancing. I feel like I'm not good at it.
I think you're great. And I remember when in the beginning I told you you can do the singing, you can do the acting, you can do the dance, you can do all of it. And you were like, no, I don't know if I should even try out for it. Yeah. But now you're like building your confidence, which is great. It's awesome. Levi was trying to lick your headphone while you were talking.
No, sir. We've talked about this.
So talk to me about makeup.
Makeup.
Why do you love makeup so much?
So it started a few years back when I was just like scrolling through my YouTube and I see people, like it gives me such joy to see people do makeup because it's so fun. So I guess that's going to answer your question of what do you like to do around is makeup. Like I'll just sit in my room, wash my face, do a different makeup look. Wash my face, do a different makeup look. Because I love doing stuff. I even follow tutorials. It gives me such joy when I see Sephora at Kohl's.
Good old Sephora.
The makeup store.
Sephora. You cannot pass by a Sephora store. You have to go into it.
I have to. Even if I can't buy anything, I have to like look. Because what gives me such joy is when I see stuff that's viral on YouTube and I see it in the store. I'm like...
Okay, so is my face TV ready for do I need makeup?
Yes.
What would I need? What would I need? Am I too shiny?
You're a little shiny. I'd say I'm gonna use some concealer on you.
Where's the concealer? Do I have zits? Do I have zits? Maybe you come prepared?
I've come prepared.
Okay.
2 of these things are my mom's.
What would I need to be more camera ready?
So there's this thing on YouTube where you put setting spray, then powder. It gives like an airbrush look to make you look good for the camera.
An airbrush look.
Airbrush.
Okay.
So I have setting spray, e.l.f.
Right. All right. So go ahead.
Okay, let's go.
Do I need a towel?
I don't know. I don't think we need a towel.
Okay.
Bougie, watch and learn. So I just gonna do 2 squirts of this because I don't want to. I can't. I feel like you're like.
Yeah. What's happening here?
It's just a spray.
Okay. All right.
I cannot. Dad's like, okay. Setting powder.
Did you just spray like carbon dioxide in my face or something? Okay, what's next?
I'm probably actually gonna do concealer. I'm gonna go on your under eyes.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm gonna get you for Christmas. I'm gonna get him under eye patches.
That's the tired allergies.
It's okay. Boosie, Levi, if you want concealer, here. No.
Go ahead.
I'm literally just gonna put a little bit right here because you don't need a lot.
Yes.
This is the right shade, right? I want to make sure I did the right shade.
Right? No.
Not too much.
I'm about to put my foot down in a minute. It's already too much. Okay. All right.
I'm very gentle when I do it. I love doing my friends' makeup.
So that helps the bags?
Yeah, that helps the bags.
Oh, okay. The tired dad look?
Yeah, I love to do my mom's makeup. I'm not joking. Every time my mom comes on camera, that's me. That's me.
Yeah, you're right. You do your mom's makeup. Can you give me a tissue?
Yeah.
Got a little bit of a ruddy nose.
But like my mom though did her makeup today because I was busy accomplishing this, and she did a great job. Write down in the comments if you think she looked good. I'm just gonna set it a bit so it doesn't fade away during the camera. Levi, it's just powder.
Okay. All right.
And up here so you don't look shiny on camera.
Shiny.
I'm so shiny.
I don't know that I can do this every video though.
Really?
Yeah, it's already kind of torture.
Just gonna pretend you like didn't say that.
You're right. I love this.
I love it.
I love it because I love you.
Aw, stop. Keep going.
You helped me out. I had a giant zit on my nose. I go, can you do something with this? And I was like, wow, look at that. That was good. Am I done?
Mastery.
Am I done?
Yeah, it's simple. I'm doing a natural look.
Natural.
Natural.
Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. They're saying Mom looks gorgeous, so you did a good job here. I think I'm going to end the poll. It's a split. A lot of my polls, when I put them out, they're split. So they are divided. Oh Holy Night gets the win, though, by a neck. Silent Night in second. O Come Emmanuel in third. And Mary Did You Know in fourth. I think Mary Did You Know needs a little more props. But we're gonna...
I love the Mary Did You Know by, I think it's Pentatonics. Is that how you say it?
Yep.
Sometimes I don't know how, I know how to say it, but sometimes I just get worried that I'm going to say it wrong.
So there's a question for you. Which book do you recommend? Well, the question is, which book do you recommend the subject of loving yourself? There's actually a book called
God Loves Me and I Love Myself from my father.
How many hours do you guys do in school? It's more...
4?
It's
5? Something like that.
It's more...
If I get it done good.
It's more on the amount of work being done versus how much time it is. I like that because there's some subjects you take a little bit longer, so we want you to take your time. And in school, it was like your class, up, it's over, go. And for us, it's Max can finish certain subjects quicker.
He's like...
Yeah.
I'm like...
Yeah. He's very information oriented. She's like, get this, put this here, you know.
Dude, I still don't know how he remembers all those dinosaur names. Stegosaurus, Dimetrodon. I don't know how he remembers.
So
he's like, did you know?
So here's a question. I'll let you answer this.
Okay.
Mark, this question has been on my mind for a while. How do you keep a loving relationship with your kids, even with discipline? Give me your perspective.
I don't know. Let me think.
Well, discipline is what do you see as discipline, first of all? Because maybe we need to talk that out.
Like how to keep a loving relationship with your kids, even with discipline. Okay. Well, sometimes when I feel like I get disciplined, I always go into that like, you don't love me. So I'm like, it's just I feel like when you guys put it into the perspective, your guys are like, I love you, but you still did this. Like, it's like you put the I love you still, because I feel like when you just like get mad, it's like the child thinks you don't love me. I feel like that's one of the most things that children will say after getting yelled at. They'll be like in their room crying and be like, my mom and dad don't love me. Right. God doesn't love me.
Right. Right. It's true. Well, I think that from my perspective, I find that you guys, it really shows me. There was a couple times, even in the past week, we had to bring some discipline moments. Man, you guys respond real well. Like it's like, and I see where the Bible says when you love your children, you discipline them. And the Bible says that God disciplines us, and a lot of people can't comprehend that because they weren't like loved and disciplined in those ways. And I find that in those moments when we discipline, you see love happening. Where like there's a part in children where we want to be disciplined because it shows our parents are watching and they care. And it's unloving when we don't discipline. So, what's a favorite memory verse of your dad? For me, Romans 8:15, 1 John 4:18, 2 Timothy, those God's not giving you a spirit of fear. You know, those three come to mind. Matthew 11 that I just shared, Psalm. Basically, a lot of the ones that I teach regularly, those are my favorites. Questions. Oh, Abby, which one of your dad's books do you like the most?
I Will Not Fear. We're actually going through that.
Yeah.
Also, my favorite musician and song. I'm going to say I'm a big Adele fan.
Hello.
My dad.
Hello. This is interesting. You're going to love this comment.
Okay.
Jessica, now when we say her name,
I see the comment already.
When we say her name, we always say Jennifer. Hey. So Jennifer, hey, says, I used to work at Sephora. And I'm gonna make
I already like her. We Want to be friends?
Yeah, she said you should get a job there. It's fun, Abby.
Yeah, I wish. I actually have the expertise. I literally could name every single product from Sephora right here and now and name the price and discount you can get.
Right. Lindsay, she says, that's awesome, Abby. I love makeup too. I became a makeup artist for a time and brought a lot of joy. I am now a USPS mail carrier, but I still do makeup for weddings occasionally. I love it.
Ooh, I would love to do somebody's makeup for a wedding. I feel like purple or like a pink would be nice with a wedding dress, or like a light brown. Okay, I'm just gonna go into it. I'm gonna be like talking about my mom's skin tone and everything next.
Right. Yeah, you give me these names for my skin. You would be more...
Mom's, what I find nowadays is I don't like how they're like making, because I'll see like they're making product names like inappropriate.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I'm like, why can't you just call this like peachy color like orchid or like a flower or something?
Orchid. Or sandstone. Oh, that doesn't sound very makeup-y.
No.
Sandstone.
It'd be like, and my mom's tinted moisturizer is Mykonos. It's an island, I think.
Mykonos.
I feel like that's a Roman name or something. Like I feel like that could be like a Roman name, Mykonos.
Or Greek. What is your favorite place to go on vacation?
Hawaii. I want that to be my honeymoon.
Oh, right. Hawaii.
You're like, oh, Hawaii. Hawaii is my hands down place I want to put on my list.
Okay.
The Grand Canyon.
But what's the place you want to go to that you tell me all the time?
Paris. Paris is my
I want to go to Paris.
When I was I'm not gonna say when I was younger because I kind of still watch it. Miraculous. Well, it's not really childish anymore because they're kind of making it like season 1. I will admit is childish, but now they're making it older because no of the little kids are watching it, and I'll watch 30-year-olds who are watching Miraculous, Ladybug, Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir, long title, but.
Right.
I'm just excited for the new season.
Right. Okay.
Levi, oh my gosh. This is example 1 of separation anxiety.
You okay?
You want mommy to come get you?
You know what? See if Max is
No.
See if Max is willing to talk for a minute. Give him a chance to just share.
I don't want to leave. I want to keep talking. I like this. I want to come on more. I like this.
Right.
I was nervous before I came on.
And
so
right. And then when you do it, what happens? The nerves dissipate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what happens. Now you love it. So
Days. You got to sit still a little bit so you can talk in the microphone. There you go. So if you're having one of those days where you're struggling,
Yes.
what do you do on those days where it's a little harder to kick those thoughts out?
Well, when it's a little hard to kick some of those out, I say, just please leave me alone. I don't like you. I just obey the Lord.
Yeah. And where'd you learn that? How did you learn that?
Well, God taught me how to just listen to Him.
I'm very
That's
wise.
Do
amazing.
those things.
I'm a very wise
Yeah.
child.
And so what do you do when you go talk to God? What is your time like when you do that?
Well,
Girlie,
my
stop spinning in the chair.
times and those things that I do with Him, I just like hanging out and doing those things, and I just want to learn about Him and do those things.
So you just really like spending time with Him.
Yes.
That's awesome. I like spending time with Him too.
Yeah,
Like,
that's so
I
cringy.
sit in my corner, and
you
Sit in your corner. What corner, lady?
I
Where's
imagine
your
in my
corner?
brain that the Lord is sitting next to me in my corner.
So I
Here,
feel
come
like
here,
this.
Levi. He's so, like shaking and climbing all over Dad.
All right.
Bushy.
All right, buddy.
Here, Max can sit here. We'll all be together.
Bougie
Okay.
is his nickname. Come on.
Bougie is his nickname. If you guys ever want requests for him, it's Bougie, okay? But can Bougie come on? Not Levi.
All right. You want to have all three of them? All right. So scoot over that way just a little bit.
Max, come on over.
Put Abby in the middle. Come on, Max.
Me to go in the middle?
Yeah. Just slide right over. You can
Should I still have the this on?
give the headphones to him.
Max, here.
Sir Maximus. Welcome, ladies and
Gentlemen, Maximus DeJesus.
I'll still be here, everybody. I'll still be here.
When was that first
Sit down.
aired?
Here, Max, make sure you look at the camera. I have a hard time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maximus DeJesus is in the house. Bring the microphone up, brother.
Just tap the mic. You don't have to do that, but okay.
Welcome, son. How are you, brother?
Well, I'm doing good, brother.
It's great to have you here. So we're going to start off by asking you a couple questions. Can we do that?
Sure thing. Fire away.
So what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Well, if I was gonna ask one, it'd be Home Alone.
Home Alone. And you know your sister said the same thing?
Oh, I see.
You're both Home Alone fans.
Yeah.
The fact that they left the kid, well, like, how do you not check that?
How do you not check for your
That's
kid
what makes it a good movie.
being gone? All right, what's your favorite Christmas song? Do you have one?
Well, I don't know.
You kind of, so I was singing a lot of Christmas songs in the house a little while ago, and what did you tell me?
Well,
You told me to keep it down.
Keep it down, Notch Man.
It was bugging you, right?
I feel like you're.
I think
you're
I have one. Jingle Bells, the classic.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Is that good or no?
I'll fix it for him.
Also, I think Max, when he's angry at us,
Look at himself. He's so cute. You see yourself?
Oh, you want to see yourself in the screen? So that's the YouTube feed, right? That's what people are seeing. This is what we're seeing before it goes out.
Okay. If you have any questions for me, just leave them in the comments.
That's awesome, buddy. If you want to have a question for Max, you can leave him here in the comment section. We'll check it out. Everybody's saying welcome to you. Look at that. Welcome, Max. The whole family is so
Thank
sweet.
you.
also,
That's very nice
I
of
feel
all
like-
you.
Yeah, see the comment. Look at his big muscles. No, I'm just, that's good. Welcome,
I
Max.
feel like
Oh, Jennifer, thanks for calling me a comedian.
Yeah. So when we say Jennifer, we say Jennifer. Hey.
Hey, Max, what are your hobbies? Do you like computers? Why, yes, I do like it very much. Well, so I just like watching YouTube on it.
oh, dude,
But I am thinking about doing some games on them.
we
What's-
call it his girlfriend.
Oh, Alika asks. I like Home Alone
Keep
too.
the mic. They won't hear you. You got to keep.
Oh, Alika asks. I like Home Alone too. Cute. Which part of Jurassic Park do you like the most? Well, the first part where they show the Brachiosaurus, the part where the raptors attack in the kitchen scene, and the T-Rex breakout scene.
Yeah. What's your favorite dinosaur?
Well, it has to be the Spinosaurus.
How come?
Well, it's so bizarre. Well, it's kind of like the bazaar of all dinosaurs.
Yeah. Yeah. And what else? What like? Give me the list, the top list. So the Spinosaurus. What would be next?
Therizinosaurus, who just debuted in Jurassic World Dominion.
Is it this? The blind one who didn't
Oh,
see
Right.
Claire.
Hipson Omna asks,
Max, maybe
What's your favorite Christmas tradition?
He's obsessed with the comment section.
What's your favorite Christmas tradition? Well, it's got to be decorating the Christmas tree and making Christmas cookies.
Max is a professional. Guys, comment down below if you think Max should start his own YouTube channel.
Ooh, Team Jesus asks, hi Max, what's your favorite dinosaur and your favorite game?
I love the profile.
Well, I just said that, so you're welcome. Oh, also, my favorite game is Uno, those cool card games, and Go Fish.
Which
Yeah.
you never want to play with.
Yeah.
Pinky Patch says, hey Max, what's your favorite dinosaur? I heard you're an expert. Teach me.
Should we leave? I think he's got it covered.
Well, I have a dinosaur fact for you, Pinky Patch. The T-Rex had a bite force more powerful than a crocodile.
Keep going, bro.
You take the control.
Oh, Al Comeback asks, oh, I love velociraptors. And what's your favorite animal? Well, it's a hyena. Well, because it loves meat,
you
and
like
I love
snakes,
big,
too?
juicy steak.
Right on. It's juicy steak. Yeah. Which one of my cool voices do you like?
I feel like the angry voice, like the God voice.
I think
is
the
Max.
chipmunks are kind of funny.
Okay. So why don't you oh, thanks, hon.
Yes,
hon,
yes, do it, Max. Looking forward
Me and
to
Abby
it.
are like, should we
would
leave?
all subscribe. Look.
This is Max's.
This is some of his work. That's one of them, right?
But did I mention I like Godzilla?
Oh, here we
He
go.
loves Godzilla.
That's what's going on.
What's your favorite thing about the Lord? Do you have a favorite Bible verse? Well, it's Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. It's a classic.
It's a
Yeah.
classic.
Can you keep going? Do you know the Lord is my shepherd? I
Shall not want. Is it? Right?
Well, sometimes, Max, you're awesome. Thanks. You're making me blush.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Jessica Freeman.
You know what? I feel
Jennifer Bailey says, "Wow, really amazing drawings."
I feel like that Max, when he's angry at us with his singing, it's your God voice.
Right. Oh,
When he's like, "Stop singing," it's like that.
You mean like this one? This is very, very good.
I.
Wait, I am Optimus Prime. What? Why is my voice so squeaky?
You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I like this dark voice.
Abby, why don't you sit here and you guys can chat?
Oh,
Wait, what?
I love the Triceratops. It's so cute, and the dinosaur sounds are dangerous. You can draw. I'm a fan. Thanks. I'm glad I have my first fan.
Oh my gosh.
Great draw.
I feel like me and Max.
Katie A. Sanders says, "Great drawings. I'm an artist too." Well, it's finally time to see my own brethren.
I feel like me and Max should
Creative
start
Learning
a podcast.
NY says, "Amazing Godzilla drawing."
Max, hold on. So I actually have a few questions for you
Yeah.
that I want to ask you. Do you have a favorite show?
Well, it's Alf.
Oh, that like 80s show with the puppet?
Yeah.
How many seasons are there?
I think like 3, I think.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite color?
Well, I don't really have a favorite color.
You like all of them?
Yeah, kinda.
Cool. What do you think of like
Alf is such a great show. Thanks, Jennifer. I love you, Jennifer.
what would you say to other people who
Oh, I love to watch Alf when I was a kid too, Megan.
okay.
Oh, Kim's on. Hey,
Oh my
Auntie.
gosh! Oh, hi, Auntie.
Alpha's great, but he wanted to eat cat. Yeah, I think that was kind of pretty funny.
Oh, thank you so much, Jennifer. Hey, I
Like and subscribe.
definitely like and subscribe.
Love you too, Max. If you
Please.
subscribe, I can come to your house and draw you whatever you want.
Like and subscribe and click the notification button to receive notifications every time Dad posts a new video.
Katie says, "You look like mini versions of your parents running the show."
Thank you. I feel like I'm a bit more energetic though.
Abby, we can do a duet together. I can make music. We'll sing, and Max can design the album cover.
Oh, you know what? 'Cause I feel like
Abby,
Max.
show your amazing singing voice to the fans.
I feel like Max would be really good at the drums. If we wanted to start a band, he could be like that kind of thing. Like
Hey, Abby, show your singing
I
voice
did,
to
but
the
what
audience.
What if I finish my question to
Max, we could share your art. Oh, that'd be very nice.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd really love that. You should do it. Do you like sharks? I love them.
you? Yep, I had a feeling. Max, what would you say to other people who have autism friends or like who are autism?
Well, you can try with easy questions like hello or what's your favorite thing?
Ah. What do you like do when people come up to you?
Andra Gore says, "Yes, sing, Abby."
No, thank you.
Come
another day.
on.
Maybe another day.
Come on.
Maybe another day.
Just this once.
Max, it's okay. Hiya. There you guys go. Little cut. Max, what kind of questions would you want to be asked if someone came up to you?
What would you do if you were a famous person?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like being famous is a lot of work. Like I I'm not a big fan of paparazzi. I'll just say it. I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan.
You know, I'd love.
But wait, are you leaving? I thought you were leaving for a second. You're like, guys got it covered. I'll go on for like 4 hours, guys.
Oh, Jessica Freeman says, "What makes you the happiest?"
Max?
You know, just being by myself. Oh, and did I mention I do Legos?
Oh, he's got like a whole shelf of just Legos. Max loves the questions, guys. Keep them coming because he loves
Keep the questions are coming. Good insight. Abby, being a famous IS is a lot of work. Ha ha.
One of your Lego creations.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's one of Max's.
Love Legos. Jennifer, I love you, baby.
I'm tired, dude. Dad, you have this much energy on your lives? You're like,
Legos hurt.
Like I watch
Legos
you during
hurt
your
when you
lives.
step on them. I know the feeling, Jessica. I mean, Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Max, have you tried computer programming? Well, not really.
What other creative hobbies do you have, Max?
Well, I like to go outside and just walk around. I also like bird watching.
Max, do you like puzzles or board games?
I like board games.
Yeah. Do you like doing puzzles with grandma?
Well, sometimes when I feel like it.
What do you guys like to do for fun? Me, makeup. Said that earlier. Me, I like hanging out with my friends outside.
Amazing art, Max. You both are doing so well hosting.
Thank you. Max, what do you think about Dad's work?
I think he's a great YouTubist.
YouTubist.
And I'm very proud of him.
Your Dad's literally just cleaning
Very
his
proud
office.
of you, buddy. This is one of your Lego creations.
Dude,
Be gentle with it.
amazing
See?
work.
I'll
I
let
get
you- I'll
confused
let you
like two
to- I'll let
pages
you-
in.
I'll let you show it to side to side.
Ooh.
Front.
Ooh. This is the newest creation off Max DeJesus.
What do you like to do during the winter?
I don't know. Stay inside near the fireplace and just
I like
make
to do
sure
that.
I don't freeze.
I like to do that too. Do you listen to Dad's podcast or watch his videos?
Are there any animals that you don't like or are scared of? I could go on. I don't like snakes. I do not like hyenas. I feel like a lion will eat me. White tigers are my favorite animal, I will tell you guys, because the reasons why I like them is because they're rare and mysterious like me, and they're beautiful. Like seeing them, I see pictures, and it's literally amazing.
Max is so cute walking in with all that masterpiece. Stop.
Max is like, stop, please. I'm blushing. Oh my gosh. Max, how do you feel when you're doing Legos?
Well, I just let my brainstorms let it in.
How do you come up with ideas for Legos? Like, what do you do? What does your mind go through when you're building
Sometimes I take inspiration from movies,
stuff? Oh. What type of movies do you like following inspiration
action
from?
and adventure things.
I'm
like
a big Marvel fan.
Hey, have you
Comment
got-
down below if you guys like Marvel, because I am a big fan.
White tigers are beautiful. I'm scared of spiders and other bugs with
Yes.
many legs.
Yes, I do not like bugs. He'll literally go around in the yard and just collect
Have you
bugs,
got-
and I do not like it.
Have you guys seen lizards around your yards? Max?
Aw, guys, thank you for being so sweet to Max.
Abby, who's your favorite miraculous ladybug character?
Cat Noir, hands down. I heard in the new movie they're gonna kill him off. Hopefully that's just gossip, because I will literally cry.
Have you guys seen
Love Marvel.
King Kong? I love that movie.
He loves King
And
Kong. We
especially
just
love the classic.
Yes, he watched Skull Island, I think it's called, yesterday.
Hey, KDA Sandra says you should watch Beyond the Mask, historical action and adventure.
I think you did start watching it, Max.
Megan Boyles says we have a lot of lizards.
You
And
know,
Nirvana
Max,
says,
you're doing
yes,
a great
tons
job.
of lizards in my yard.
Max, you're doing a great job reading these names, because I feel like I wouldn't pronounce any of these names.
I know.
You both are
I
precious
know,
and charming. Thank you.
One time we saw a lizard, it was this long.
Oh, Grace says yas.
King Kong, King of the Apes.
I don't say yes. I say yas. Hi, Mom.
Oh, hey.
Loving this.
I love doing this. I could go on for hours.
This is like coming alive.
My husband has a snake, and lizards are nice too. Yeah, all is okay, but no spiders. I also like movies with big animals. You mean big monsters? I like them too.
He's so cute.
Hey Max, what's your favorite video games you enjoy? I enjoy Jurassic World Evolution.
Where you build, guys, I used to play that, and I used to have such bad anxiety when I would lose money. I would be in the corner, like shaking, going back and forth, going, I'm losing money.
Yes, we have lots of money where they live. They camouflage too.
Can I have like a
Ooh,
headphones or something?
Jennifer says, I have a pet leopard gecko named Bella.
Oh, you love those,
Gecko?
somebody.
I love the name Bella.
I would love a gecko as a pet too.
What would you do with $1,000? Go to Sephora and just spend
Easy.
it
Oh
all.
my goodness.
Easy. Buy a pet emu.
An emu. Wow.
We have more squirrels than lizards. Our dog,
Oh, speaking of squirrels, I built a little squirrel feeder in our backyard on a tree
you
stump.
just took a bunch of nuts and put them on a stump, too.
Yeah, but they had lots of customers. I had lots of
Yeah.
customers.
Do you play Minecraft? No, I have been
Well,
intrigued.
I'm not really a fan of Minecraft. Our girls love watching you.
Oh, buddy. Hey, buddy. What if somebody has a kid that has autism? What has helped you? How have we helped you with your autism? Can you tell people?
Well, easily. Lots of hugs and comfort.
Oh, Max. So when you feel like stressed out, because we've talked about where sometimes autism, you become very fearful of things, right? And making choices, right?
Right.
Yeah. So how do you feel like you work through that?
Easy. Just lie in my bed and try to figure everything out.
Okay.
Jennifer said, hey,
He's
Jennifer.
like, Mom. He's
thanks
like,
for
Mom,
the other
stop
question.
talking to me. I want to look at the comments.
What do you think you are good at? Easy. Drawing, nature walks, fishing, building Legos, etc. What do you find? What do you like? What do you like? What do you like for Christmas? I like to watch Christmas YouTube videos and just look at the tree. Thanks for the advice, Max. Thanks. You're welcome, Jennifer.
Can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Why does an ostrich bury its head in the sand?
Before that, I'd like to answer this question.
Oh my gosh, he's
Elika
addicted.
says, squirrels are great and raccoons. What foods do you dislike the most? Your hobbies are nice. Well, to answer that, Elika, so I dislike chocolate and peanut butter. They were never meant to touch.
He likes chocolate, but peanut butter and chocolate together.
Peanut butter and chocolate. You're not allowed to touch. Oh, got it? So why does an ostrich bury its head in the sand?
That is a complete myth.
It is. They don't bury their head in the sand. No.
Oh,
What are
hold
they-
that question. What's your favorite cookie? Chocolate chip, double chocolate chip.
I think.
We've created a monster.
Oh, I'll get you.
A big, scary monster. Roar.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I will tell you this. So you're dissing my ostrich question. So why is it a myth? What are they really doing?
They're just digging a nest.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or just checking their eggs. Hey, do you know any myth about snakes measuring people on bed? I'm pretty sure that's a complete myth. I think the snakes just want to snuggle their people in the beds.
What do I do if a bear is attacking me?
Back away slowly or make a lot of noise to scare it away.
Yeah. Anything else?
Or just go all armadillo and roll into a ball and say, "Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me!"
Armadillo, like I have seen that where sometimes people tuck into a
Yeah,
ball. What about if a rattlesnake crosses my path? What do I do?
just walk back away slowly.
Oh, okay.
You don't say a word. Could you give your dad a big hug?
Okay. Love you, buddy. Love you. So,
Give the bear a picnic basket.
a picnic basket.
You're going all yogi again.
Max, you should do your impressions.
I would like to hear some of your impressions. I would like you to do the Jurassic Park.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, where he says that.
Oh, Kitty Sandra says, I have a phobia of bears. It's okay, Katie. I have a little fear of bears, too.
Jeff Goldblum, Jurassic Park. Go. Action.
Life cannot be contained. Life breaks free, expands new boundaries. Life finds a way.
There you have it, folks. Jeff Goldblum in the house. Well,
Do your Yogi Bear.
excellent. Excellent, brother.
Please not right now.
What?
Ice cream sandwich.
You guys are the best. Team Jesus says, I have a phobia of pigs? Dude, why would you be afraid of pigs?
I'm not responsible for anything that's being said. Okay. I had a couple common myths about animals. I wanted to ask your opinion about them. Can you charm a snake with music?
I don't think you can do that. That's just probably a myth.
Bats are blind.
No, they have perfect eyesight, but they use their ears more than their eyes.
Do all turtles use their shells to hide when they feel threatened?
No, the snapping turtles and the sea turtles are an exception.
Well done.
Alika says, my friend is scared of pigeons.
Keep the mic in front of you so people can hear you.
Sounds like your friend has ornithophobia, fear of birds.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's true, buddy.
Well done. What's fear of spiders?
Arachnophobia.
What's fear of snakes?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how deep you were into that.
Max, you rock. You're such a joy. Thank you. Max, why is the sky blue? Well, it's simple. It's just the color blue bouncing back at the little sky. The little molecules in the sky. You guys got any other questions? My weirdest phobia is a phobia of ketchup. I can't even touch the phobia.
That they can't touch ketchup, and all you eat is ketchup.
You know what? You can just try and conquer your fear of that ketchup.
How do you conquer your fears, Max? Good question, right? What do you do? What are you learning right now?
Well, amusement park rides.
Yep. What else? Characters, right?
In mascots.
Mascots, they
don't
bug
like
you,
that,
right?
Why don't you like people in costumes, buddy?
It's just creepy and intimidating.
It is. Yeah, but what do we tell you? They're not.
What do we tell you when you're working through those fears?
Just ignore them. Just keep walking.
And keep facing them, because then you realize fear was just lying to you.
Right.
You know? Takes practice.
Jessica Freeman says, what is the best choice advice you have for us? Don't do stupid things.
Okay, well, Max.
You'll regret it forever.
Oh my goodness.
Do you have any other advice you'd give? What do you learn? Is there anything you learned about God this week that you could share?
God is the God of all things and is the ruler of earth.
That's great.
Roller coasters are a great way to overcome fear. I don't think so. I'm going to stay away from roller coasters for a while. That is some good advice.
So cute, Max.
Should we have a dance break?
Facts and amen.
Well, here's one. Here's one I got for you. Tell me what. Do you like this one?
Jaws.
Or if people don't like my jokes,
There's nothing but crickets.
right? Or in a moment where somebody gets really negative or a letdown, right? Right? And if it's a good joke, so give me a good joke today.
Let me think of one.
Got any good
What
joke?
do you get when you mix a hyena and a celery stick?
A hyena and a celery stick. I don't know.
A laughing stock.
Keep going.
What do you call a bear with no teeth?
A bird with no teeth?
A bear.
A bear.
A bear with no teeth?
A gummy bear.
Give me one more.
What do you call a T-Rex with a sore throat?
T-Rex with a sore throat. I don't know.
Dinosaur.
That's great, buddy. All right, we're going to wind this thing down. Is that all right?
Well, no. I want to keep going.
This is very interesting.
This is very interesting. Yeah, man. You really like answering questions, don't
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
like answering.
Do you prefer sunrises or sunsets? Sunsets.
I like rise.
Actually, I kind of like both. Don't like roller coasters either.
you? Abby, you can sit in. I'm going to.
I've been there, Margaret. Max is a comedian.
Hold on. Let me just.
He is. This is very
I could be a modern Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, want to see how I replace? See how I remove the T when I see a sentence.
What?
Don't tell me what odo.
What? Oh, Max, you're getting silly goosey now.
It's don't tell me what to do, but
Taking
remove the
T's
T.
out? Oh, interesting.
How's everyone doing today?
So this is very interesting, Max. I wonder
Do
if,
you prefer beaches or snow? Well, Jennifer, I prefer both. Beaches are nice and sunny, and I like playing in snow.
I mean, you don't see snow anymore, right? We had snow in
I
Connecticut.
prefer snow to be inside. It's just like it.
Do you like Star Wars?
Yes, major
10
Star
out of
Wars.
10.
Would recommend.
I'd suggest you start with A New Hope.
No, you want to start with the first one. From
Oh
the-
yeah, The Phantom Menace.
Yes. How do you remember the name? I don't.
Guys, got any other questions? Keep them coming.
You are so cute.
Good answer. Thanks, Jennifer.
Max,
Jennifer, hey!
Max, what's your favorite subject in school?
Well,
I like how you still say
art.
That's true. You are learning, huh?
I'm like a true artist.
Oh, buddy. That's true. You have a very sensitive heart, don't you?
I'm like a Bobby. What's his name? Bob Ross. I
Bob
could be a
Ross.
normal Bob Ross.
Okay, well, we have to get you painting that.
Favorite cartoon? Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Favorite Star Wars movie?
Uh,
The Last Jedi. Wait,
Empire Strikes Back.
It's actually mine's Return of the Jedi.
What lip gloss am I wearing?
Abby, what's your favorite way to be with God?
Just our worship time in the morning.
Max, I need advice when I get scared. What do I do with fear? Just look at it straight in the eyes and not be a chicken. Who's your favorite aunt?
Is that from Auntie?
You, Auntie. Your children are such a blessing, Mark and Melissa. Did you hear that? You exude so much energy. I'm exhausted. Oh, Jennifer asks, who is your hero and why?
Me?
Both of us.
Who's your hero?
My dad. What?
Good boy, good boy.
The lip gloss I'm wearing is the Fenty Beauty lip gloss in Cupcakin'.
I think my hero is Bob Ross.
Since he wants to be like
Yeah,
Bob Ross.
he's very calming.
Well, I think you guys have done an amazing job. Are you ready to go back inside and have some lunch or something?
Are we gonna close out?
I'm not hungry yet.
We gotta get our
Max is
pictures
having a
taken.
hard time. Abby, say goodbye to everybody. Dad will wrap up.
We're gonna do our Christmas pictures.
Bye.
Okay. Bye. That's it?
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Love you. Good job.
Can you show us the video after?
You want to watch it later? Yes, you can. Yep. We're gonna get our pictures taken. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna do
Do I
our.
have to get shoes on?
Max, you
We're,
did a great
we're gonna
job,
see if we can get a miracle of our.
Very proud of you.
Very proud of you, buddy.
Answering the questions.
I know you did a great job.
My
Okay,
favorite
let's
was
go.
Jennifer.
Aw.
Abby, here. Well, there you have it, folks. There you have it. Let me bring the camera back out. Sorry. There you have it. That's 2022. Thank you. It means a lot. You guys are so kind to Max and Abby. And he really liked that. He really liked that. That was awesome. That was really awesome. So thank you, everyone. Appreciate that. Those of you, I mentioned a few people. Send me your address. I want to send you a stack of books. Hopefully you have U.S. mailing addresses. And that's the DeJesus family. Yeah, we are quite the bunch. And we're all on our journey. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Jennifer Bailey. Appreciate the coffee, the blessing. Thank you so much. There's a few coffees there. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And just praying that 2023 will be amazing. We got a new book coming out. We're going to have new videos, new course material. We're going to work on ways we can connect and help people in their journey. And if you want to support the work, you want to do some end of year giving, you can certainly do that. Go to markdesus.com. Is there a .com? Go ahead and use that for end of year donation, or you can be a monthly supporter. And if you would like to help us out, click the like button, smash it, crush it, let all your anger and your emotional energy and hit that like button, share it, and subscribe so that you'll be updated on all future broadcasts. It's been a true joy and honor to be able to bless you guys. We're going to take a break, come back the first week of January 2023. It will be an absolute delight to be able to share with you the wonderful things of the kingdom of God, his love and his grace. Dominic, thank you so much. Giant hug to everyone. Giant hug to everyone. Thank you for being a blessing. This was Team DeJesus today. We look forward to continuing to be a blessing to your life and your journey. Again, get on markdesus.com, get on our mailing list, and you will be updated on all future things that are happening and letting you know and what we're bringing out, what God is doing in our journey. Take advantage of our books, our materials, all that good stuff. Look forward to seeing you next year. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. It's your brother from another mother saying, I'm out.